Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for dropping by today. It is Sunday the 16th of May and it's around 6:30 in the morning and I'm on Grasmere Road about to walk onto Central Drive, and as you can see and hear, it is super quiet. One or two cars around, but not that many for sure. Looking up there, that is Keswick Road, that leads on to Park Road. We've got the Gymnasium here. Yeah, there you can see the Gymnasium sign. And on the bottom floor of the Gymnasium building is the Revo Library. That's been there for as long as I can remember. The seagulls are very vocal today. Let me just swing this camera around and show you the front of the Gymnasium building and Revo Library. There you go, look at that. And that little bit of street there is called Revo Street, and Revo Street also runs down that little alley. There you go, that is also Revo Street. That used to be a post office, that little house on the corner. The Dolphin, that was a little restaurant slash cafe. I'll put the camera down that way. That is the other side of Central Drive. Central Drive runs all the way through past Bloomfield Road and all the way through to Waterloo Road. But we're heading on this way towards town because I'm working this morning, so I'm walking to Bispham, but I'm doing kind of the scenic route. I'm taking a bit of a longer walk today because there's certain places that I want to film for you folks. The car going past there, but really there's hardly anybody about today at all. That is Salthouse Avenue, that runs down and round off to the left. And at the bottom of there you can see the half-built new bingo hall and the Odeon. Oh, let's keep going up here. I'm going to cross over this crossing. The little street up there is Rydal Avenue. And now we're back walking on Central Drive towards town. I'm just happy it's not raining this morning, to be honest. Oh, a stitching time, bridal wear, some nice dresses in that window. And carpet shop. Off to the right there is Montrose Avenue, and over on the left is Chadwick Street, and you can see the Odeon right at the bottom of there. Everything's obviously closed up right now because it's Sunday morning and it's around 20 to 7 in the morning, so yeah, things are not going to be open at this time. the looks like that was Barry. When he flew past, he had a different coloured tail, so that one wasn't Barry. And here we can see the empty flat site that used to be the George. Just completely nothing now. Take a little look in there. Nothing to see at all, folks. Look at that. I wonder what they're going to build there. Is it going to be a little block of shops? Is it going to be more houses, flats? It's not a huge plot, to be honest, but big enough to build something. I mean, the George stood there and that was a decent sized building. So yeah, there is nothing left now where the George used to stand. I did record the demolition of the George. I've done it in a whole series, so if you fancy having a little look back at that, you can just check out my playlist. You can see Spearman's the butcher's there. That's been there for many years. Trinity Hospice shop, that used to be the Trimmet shop. I'd buy all my needles and threads and fabrics and stuff. That little street there off to the left is Louise Street. I'll just cross over here. The place on the corner there, Tipple's Off Licence Groceries, that used to be a little chip shop called the Elite. And on this car park where the block of shops used to stand, it was called Bethesda Terrace. Now, some people have told me it was called Bethesda Terrace, and some people have said, oh, I don't recall it ever being called Bethesda Terrace. But that's what I always called it, because that's what I was told it was called. And I remember the cobblers bench, and Fast Ted's, the barber's there. And behind at the back of the shops, there was a little church. But it got knocked down many years ago. And after that it was a coach park for a few years. There you've got the Bethesda Square underground toilets. And I did video them in another video. I've poked my camera through every little place that I could, so if you want to see that video, you can see that. That road there is Bethesda Road. One of these shops just down here around this corner used to be a little sweetie shop. This one here used to be an Indian restaurant. And we all remember Yorkshire Bank on the corner there. One of these two used to be a little record shop called Stacker Tracks. The one here, the sandwich shop, used to be my nan's cafe. I have mentioned all this before in earlier videos, and the only reason I remember that block so well is because I used to spend a lot of time in my nan's cafe. That one used to be Harry Johnson's, the news agents. And on the corner was a betting shop, but before that this was the post office. But anyway, onwards. So I'm going to walk all the way down here. And then I will do Talbot Road video. I'm not going to hang around this bit for a long time because I have very recently filmed here, so you will have seen it already. If you want to pause the video and read the heritage plaque, there it is. So just pause it and read it, but I need to go. And I'm so happy those apartments are staying. I was kind of sad when I read that they were being knocked down, but now I found out they're staying. That kind of makes me happy. Makes me wonder what they're going to do with the places across the road, because when all this side is all done up and all this is luxury accommodation, and I don't know what will be going on with the ground floor, but it's got to be something good, you know. Surely the shops and flats across the road will be worth a whole lot more. See Blackpool Tower there. We'll just take one sweeping look along the car park there. I think that's got to be a good view, because when everything that you can see, well, almost everything that you can see is coming down. Funland's staying there and the Sea Life Centre's staying there, but everything else, all the court buildings, the police station, the Golden Mile, all the car park, it's all disappearing. More cars about now. I'm heading towards town. Still super quiet, but it is that time of the morning where it's going to be super quiet for sure. Yeah, so going back to what I was saying before, when all this development's finished, it's going to take a long time when it's all been done and everything there is massively different. Across the road it's going to surely change too, because there's a lot of empty shops, a lot of places to let, and people are going to want to have those shops once that big new leisure project is up and running. Got the castle there, that's been closed for ages, should be opening soon. I mean, I'm totally not a pub person, I don't go in pubs, I don't drink, and I don't like loud crowded places, so the atmosphere of pubs is like one of my worst nightmares. Here's the front of the casino, that's a great shot, look at that. Blackpool Tower and the front of the casino. Little street over to the right there is Hull Road. That is covered in the Streets of Blackpool series. I did it fairly recently as a request, and not long after I'd done it somebody requested that I do it again, and yeah, I did it again. So there's two videos of Hull Road that are filmed fairly close together. There is Talbot Road. running off up there. That Talbot Road also already on the Streets of Blackpool series. I've got to say, it's nice to walk down here and just not have noisy traffic and buses going past. There we can see where the old bridge finishes. And somewhere, and I just cannot find it, I videoed walking on that bridge and all around the top of the Sands building before the refurb started, and I cannot find that video anywhere. There is a chance it's on my old PC, not the one I've got rid of, the one I got rid of before that, from probably about 7 years ago. But I would like to find that video if I ever can. And while I'm here, I'm going to zoom in on this heritage plaque up here because it's super high. And I hope you can read it from there. I definitely can't because I've got bad eyes and I don't have my glasses, so it's just too far away. So I'm just going to head round onto the prom for a bit. We'll have a little walk down the prom, put a bit of variety into the vlog. So I'll see you in a second when I'm around the corner and on the prom. And here I am on the prom, folks. Look at this. Sunday morning, Blackpool promenade, almost opposite the tower. Look at that. And look at that. It is really, really quiet this morning. I guess people don't really have anywhere to go or anything to do on a Sunday morning. I hear one car coming. There's 2 cars. So there's a couple of cars around, but really not that many. Take a little stroll across the comedy carpet. And we have to have our look at the tower as I walk past. Look at that beautiful tower against the interesting looking sky. And I'm so happy it's not raining. I know I've already said that, but yesterday it just poured and I was going to film on the way home from work and I just didn't because it was completely lashing it down with rain, and I got offered a lift home from work, so I took very grateful advantage of that offer and got a lift home. And then I just cooked some dinner, ate way too much and just hibernated the afternoon away because I was super tired. Just see the tower from a bit of a different angle. You see that cherry picker there. Harry Ramsden's on the corner. Beyond that is an empty building, but it used to be KFC, but the KFC recently closed. That street there is Victoria Street, and it leads straight up through through Bank Hay Street and runs all the way to Coronation Street. Very peaceful promenade today. There are a few more cars at this end, but it still qualifies as being quiet and peaceful. Just got the odd car now and again coming past. And there's no wind either. There to the left is the wedding chapel and festival house. It's where you go to buy your tickets for your events and stuff. I got my ticket for Comic Con from there when Comic Con was in Blackpool in 2019, and I bought my ticket from there. That is Church Street, and I did do some Comic Con vlogs. I was planning the same thing in 2020, but sadly the 2020 event was cancelled. Same with Rebellion. 2020 Rebellion was cancelled, and 2021 Rebellion is also apparently cancelled from what I've heard. That makes me more than a little sad. Rebellion is one of the things that I really enjoy filming. I absolutely love seeing all the punks in town. They just add a lot of joy and colour to the town. That is West Street, and it leads straight on up there to Burley Street, which finishes on Abingdon Street. Yeah, and I know in my last video I got Topping Street and Cookson Street mixed up. It's weird, those two streets, I don't know what it is. I get them mixed up so many times in my head, and I always try to be careful to call the right street by the right name, but in my last video I totally messed up. Oh well, we'll take a quick look at the Ibis while I'm here. Because I am about to close this video off, because I'm going to do a Streets of Blackpool series video for Talbot Road today. I've been promising to do it for the longest time, and today is going to be that day. So for now, this one is going to finish. So once again, thank you so much for watching. Please, please, please hit the like button. Please subscribe. Maybe even drop me a comment, say hi. Or come to Twitter and say hi at Leica29. I pretty much will always see tweets. And anyway, even if you don't do any of that stuff, I'm very grateful that you've watched this video all the way to the end. And I will see you all very soon in the next one. Goodbye.